Good morning, everybody. I hope you're doing well. Today we're going to have a look at Tinkercad. So we've already gone ahead and created our Autodesk account, and we've signed in. It's really simple. You just hit sign in on the home page. You create an account through Google, put in your birthday, and that's all. So we're going to create a 3D design, and it will bring us to a screen that has a grid on it. The first thing we're going to do is go to settings and make sure all the measurements are the way we want them. We can even change the background color if it's less strain on the eyes. Now you can select close settings. And now we're going to talk about how we model in Tinkercad. So there's two shapes that we can model with. We have the solid block, and then we have the hole block. And then there's different shapes for whatever you need to be doing. Now, if we drag the hole block so it's overlapping the solid block, and then we left click and combine them by pressing this button, or we can do Control G, and that will take a chunk out of the solid block. Now, the way I'm moving around the view is our view cube right here. We can click on the faces to view our design from different angles. We can press the home button to center it, and we can press these parentheses to view the shape that we were working on. So you'll probably use this one the most, because if you get off, then you can just go back and right to center on the design that you were working on. You can tap on different faces, or you can right click and drag around to look around, and then you can scroll in and out with your scroll wheel. Now that we've done that, we can look at something else. Congratulations! If you rubbed 2 or more brain cells together and figured out part 1, then you get a round of applause. For part 2, we're going to start with a cone because you can customize the top and bottom radius. I'm not sure why I flipped it over, it's just brain fart. So we can move the top radius and the bottom radius out to make the cup shape that we want for the pencil holder that we want to create. So now we have the basic shape. We can drag it up to our measurement. We want it 5 inches tall by 4 inches wide. And you can just click on the boxes and type in, or you can drag it out like this. And then click in the text boxes and edit it for accuracy. So now that we have our cup shape, we're going to press the duplicate, the papers right there, and then turn the duplicate into a hole. This will allow us to hollow out the cup to make it so that the pencils can go in the cup. So now that we've made the rims, so you can see there's a little bit of solid outside where the hole isn't touching, and then we're going to move up the bottom so there's a base to our cup, and then we'll highlight over the whole thing and group it together. This makes our cup. Now, because 3D prints are heavy, we're going to put some holes in it. So we're sizing our holes, and then we're going to rotate it over onto its side and put it into the middle. Okay, now that we have our hole where we want it, we can select it and press the duplicate button. We can then rotate it, and the cool thing about duplicate is every time you press it, it does the same thing the last time you pressed it. So if you duplicate it and rotate it, then it will duplicate and rotate the next time you press the duplicate, unless you unselect it and reselect it. We're then going to select the purple cup and press the light bulb icon, and that will get rid of it. And then we're grouping all the tubes together so that they're easier to work with. Not that important, but we just did it because it would be easier. Once we've welded all the tubes together, we'll have to duplicate them and rise them up. Once we do that, we'll have to rotate them so that they don't make weird holes when we combine them. Once we've done that, we can press the duplicate button until we're satisfied with the number of holes in our build. Then all that's left is to highlight over them and combine them. This is the end of part 2, so if you missed anything, feel free to go back and watch through. You passed part 2! Woohoo! I hope you found this video helpful, and I will see you all soon.